It's your boy J Brown. Shout out to the Urban Influencer, the largest platform supporting independent artists. Y'all make sure y'all follow them, support R&B music, support love. Peace.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Shonnie Murrell. I want to send a shout out to Urban Influencer Radio, the largest radio stations for breaking independent artists. Okay. Holla at your girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Urban Influencer Radio podcast. I am your host, Missy E, the Party Doll, and I am so blessed and elated to have these two joining with me. I have Shonnie Murrell, Madam Percussionist, and Mr. J Brown, singer, songwriter. Ooh. What else you got going on?
Actor, producer.
Okay, everything.
Everything. And so one of the things that tie us all, I got water. I was going to get my wine, but I said I'm gonna be sober for this one. But, but one of the things that tie us all together is
Christ himself.
Oh, Gremlin.
And Gremlin. I thought you were pointing over.
No.
Okay, so
where were you at the Lyceum? Where were you at the Lyceum?
No, I was there. I had a slow moment, a remedial moment, so to speak. So don't judge. Because I'm always thinking about Christ. So we could Gremlin, of course. Yeah.
So were you at the T.H. Harris Auditorium?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I know the song from left to right. Left to right. I know it.
Mm-hmm. So, well, of course, Jesus Christ brings us all together, but of course, Absolutely. We are all Graham fam, which really makes this an exciting. I was so excited to do this. So when I found out that you guys were from Grambling, so the first question I want to ask you guys is, when did you know you wanted to go to Grambling?
I kind of randomly selected. No, ladies first. So go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. I'm good.
Well, I kind of randomly selected Gremlin, so there was no particular reason as to why I wanted to go there. My first choice, I'm gonna be honest with you, my first choice was Howard, but when I started doing I'm being honest, but when I did my research, I was like, oh, Gremlin. I gotta go to Gremlin. It was just everything about it stood out, from academics to sports, just the overall campus life. I was like, I'm going to Gremlin. Just to sum it up, Mm-hmm. So it was by far the best college experience I've ever had in my life. So shouts out to Gremlin. I love Gremlin. So I'm glad I made the choice.
And you, Madam Percussionist.
Oh yeah, for me, I was born into it. So a lot of my relatives worked at Gremlin, and people don't know that. I was born in like a city nearby, about 30 minutes away from Gremlin, Jonesboro. And then, you already know.
Jonesboro.
A lot of people don't know this, Jay Brown, but I actually attended elementary school in Gremlin. And so, and that was it. Was my mom got married, then we moved to Houston right after I graduated from elementary. And so I spent my middle school and high school years in Houston, and then I ended up auditioning at Jack Yates High School. Dr. Thomas auditioned me at Jack Yates High School here in Houston, where George Floyd attended high school at. And
wow.
And right. So I got a full ride back to Gremlin, but Dr. T knew that I was from Jonesboro, but he didn't know like the caliber of relatives and different things. Yeah, wow. So I kept a low profile, honestly. Even my godfather, he was at that time, Coach Ponton was the girls basketball coach. So that was my godfather.
Love Coach Ponton.
Yeah. So he been with me since I was 2 years old.
Coach Ponton has been there for a very long time.
Yes.
Very long time. I actually, I'm telling my business. When one of my boyfriends was one of the basketball players, and so that's how I knew, we would talk with Ponton all the time. So, and of course, being a dancer at Gremlin. So,
right.
Let's talk about the music and how did Gremlin State University impact the music for you? Shout out to Gremlin State University Marching Band, by the way.
Right.
Oh
right.
yeah, the baddest band of all time. Yeah, Gremlin. No band such as Gremlin. No band.
No band.
I don't care what school. Not one.
And not one, Jay. You hear me?
I mean, it's a fact.
Oh yeah, for sure. You already know. Well, while I was at Gremlin, I made a lot of history being in the band, and I was the first female quint player. I was a freshman of the year. Then they made me master drill sergeant, which is the highest ranked position in the band. I'm the third one, the third female. And while I was there, I was also in jazz band, which is one of the highest bands, that you can be in. They're performing. By me being like SAI and a part of these, musical organizations, I was opening up concerts around, like in the surrounding areas, Monroe, Shreveport, for Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, a lot of different people. But even before that, coming from a musical family, I was performing. So, but Gremlin enhanced the performance in me, because I tell people, I never performed at a talent show at Gremlin, but I attended the talent shows. But I felt like if you could perform at Gremlin, you can perform anywhere in the world, because they're going to tell you the truth about yourself.
Hands down.
Wow. Yes.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, she's telling the undeniable truth. Gremlin, when it comes to performances, I don't care on what level. You're in a band, whatever your talent is, if you don't actually produce like something that's of substance, so to speak, they have no problem.
Production and pageantry. It is definitely the pageantry.
Yes.
So, again, we could sit here and talk about Gremlin all day. I love Gremlin. I'm an alum of 92 and 95. Nice. I got my undergraduate and my master's there. Wow. So I'm just thankful. And so another thing is how Gremlin prepared you for what you do now, as you said, the performance and everything else. How does it prepare you?
Well, in terms, my honest opinion, Gremlin, I would say in terms of musically, right? Musically, I've always been like a part of groups. So in terms of me being I've always sang in talent shows as a solo artist and things of that nature. But I would have to say, and I say this in just about every interview, I don't care where I'm at, people know me for this response. Gremlin, in terms of my solo career, was that defining moment. It just let me know that at that point when I did this talent show, I said, I could pursue this solo-wise. I think ever since that talent show, it gave me the confidence I needed. And here we are today. It was all based on that experience at Gremlin that I I guess did well in this talent show, and the rest was history.
He did amazing. He had all the girls screaming and hollering.
I bet he did.
Oh my God, yes, he did amazing. Every single time.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That was an experience. So I think that for me, that was that moment that basically let me understand that, hey, you know what, man, if I actually put the best foot forward and really focus, I could make this happen as a solo artist.
So
absolutely.
With all of the music, the performances and everything else, here you are today because you guys are doing some really big things. Really big things. What would you tell your younger self?
Oh,
I'll let Shonnie go.
I would definitely tell my younger self to make sure that you take care of yourself first. And make sure, when I mean by first, that means like health-wise, everything, and not You can give, but you can, don't give so much of yourself, and don't be so quick to sign paperwork either. Like, make sure you understand the business. It's the music business, and because I got myself caught up in a few contracts before, but I was blessed to be able to get out of it too, with my, especially dealing with my family members and things that helped me to get out of it. So just being smart about a lot of different things, especially those contracts, and making sure, like, again, taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, all that good stuff, and everything else falls in place.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to agree with her. Mentally, you definitely have to make sure you're like at a certain level, at least to the point where you can, progressively go out here and perform, because it starts there. And if that isn't intact, then the inevitable is the inevitable. Eventually you'll crash. So, and spiritually as well. Whatever your belief is, I think that's like a key factor in progressing in this industry. But piggybacking off of you again, contractually, people will get involved in stuff with the hopes of, making it to like this certain level, only to find out that you just got yourself in a sticky situation. And a sticky situation that you cannot untangle yourself from, So you got to be mindful that and make sure you educate yourself, find the proper resources to look through these contracts, thoroughly look through them, because little do you know, a wise man once said, if you want to trick a person, put it in the book, or put it in the book, whatever, because people fail to realize that there's certain clauses that will trick you. And that's a part of the system, unfortunately. So, just make sure your business is intact. And then from there, just believe in yourself.
That part. Yeah, that part for sure.
So being an independent artist, you both are independent. I did an interview with Kevin Ross a while back, and he left Motown. He actually walked away from Motown with a #1 song. And he said that he realized that he needed to do that because he was learning the business inside out, and he knew what he needed to do for himself. So for you guys, what are the key things that you would share with people about why they should be independent versus signing to a label?
We were just talking about this yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've had 4 major record deals. I work with a lot of people, and I'm still trying to, fight the good fight, so to speak. But I personally think that back in the day, labels, they were somewhat useful. I'll say that to sum it up. Nowadays, when you factor in social media and just your overall persistence to make it, your drive has to be there most importantly. But with social media now, you really don't have to rely on a label to do what you can just do for yourself. No one can promote you the way you can promote yourself. So labels can be a good thing, and I'm signed again to a label. So shout out to my label. We've had these discussions. Everybody know I'm gonna keep it straight up with you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you want to sign to a label, come into the situation independently, build your resume. That way you can have some sort of fighting chance to make it to a certain level. Otherwise, you will swim with the sharks. And that's the best way and the only way to sum it up. Just make sure your business is intact. But in my honest opinion, go the independent route. Believe in yourself, find the resources, meaning finances, the proper connections, and just make it happen on your own. Because in all honesty, you really don't need a label.
Okay.
But I'm signed to one now. Okay. It's working in my favor. That's the only reason.
But it's because you brought something to the table. You were able to say, this is what I'm bringing to the table.
Right. Otherwise, I'll be honest with you, I probably would just stay independent. So it just depends on the artist. But I'm happy with my label as of right now, so I have no complaints.
Okay. Yeah. So when did you guys know you had it?
Gremlin.
Okay.
Okay. It would have to be Showtime at the Apollo for me. I was 5 years old. Actually, not the Showtime. Let me clarify that. Not the Showtime at the Apollo, but Jonesboro, back in the day, they did a a version of Showtime at the Apollo, but they had like radio stations, DJs there. It was really big. I had to be like maybe 5 years old, and my mama put me on the stage, and Whitney Houston is my all-time favorite singer. So I did her versions of Jesus Loves Me. And when I walked on the stage, it was like, oh, snap. Oh, this is what this feels like, and hearing everybody.
Right.
I'll never forget that. And people still talk about it to this day. And that was my moment when I was 5.
And shout out to Jonesboro, Louisiana. We
Shout
gotta
out
give
to
a shout out to Jonesboro.
Jonesboro.
Look, JB, no.
Man, I know about Jonesboro.
You was hanging out in Jonesboro.
I know all parts of Louisiana now. Like being at Gremlin, like I have friends from all over. So yeah, I know about it.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. It was a culture shock for me when I first got there.
Majorly. But you know what I want to add? I want to add to that whole that moment when your question when you stated when did you realize that this was for you or this was your moment or I'm sorry, let's go back to was that what you said? I want to make sure I heard you
said correctly. When did you realize you had it? That it factor?
Okay, so my response was Gremlin. I knew I could sing. I've had record deals, I've been in groups, but just for clarity's sake, in terms of being able to perform in front of like the audience that, well, I ain't gonna say nowadays, but I know when I was there, the audience that Gremlin was, like they hope like they will let the hell.
We boo you out real quick. I don't care if you're professional. Don't come up there with that half behind show.
There's no way around it. If you don't come up there and deliver, they are famous or not, they're gonna boo you.
Brutal.
So brutal. That I think as a solo artist, that was my moment. So I just want to clarify that. I think Gremlin kind of catapulted me to the level I'm at, just that overall performance.
And so just to share a little bit of your background, because some of your fans may know it, but people checking into this podcast may not know. You had put in some work before you started your solo career.
Oh yeah. I initially started working with Wyclef Jean my senior year. He signed me. That was an experience. Shout out to Clef. I actually I'm working on something with Clef right now as well, but he was my first situation. And then from there was Jaheim. Jaheim's still like a brother to me. Then from there I got signed to Universal Republic Records, which was like my first serious major deal. That was in 2010. And fast forward 2022 or 2020, I'm back with like Universal again / Virgin Records / SRG. So I've been doing it a while, quite a while.
And Marv Mack told me that you were his close friend.
Come on.
He said, Missy, I've known J Brown as my boy.
Yeah. It's all good love, man. People, I'm so thankful of the people I met throughout my life, like great people, man, and so, and like Shonnie as well, like it's all about good energy and good vibes. And people remember that, as long as you keep your nose clean. I ain't talking about drugs. I mean,
clean me.
I don't do drugs. Yeah.
No, we don't want that. But some people they don't interpret things the right way. So for clarity's sake,
you have to be clear. Yeah, you have to clarify.
Yeah. You got to clarify.
Now I might partake in the liquid.
Got to. You have to do that.
Well, we do that.
I might partake in the liquid beverage.
I live in California, so I'm partaking in the THC. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Everything.
Okay.
Come on. So,
Look, Jay, I have my own pre-roll coming out.
Come on. Listen. That's what it's. Listen. Why not? There's money. To be made.
That's so. Let's talk about this. You guys already got the door open. What other investments, because it is about multiple streams, what else y'all got going on?
I'm focusing on property investments right now. Property investments. I'm actually back in school as well. I'm going to receive an additional bachelor's on top of a master's in cybersecurity engineering. So I want to open up my own firm with that, my own company. So I'm actually literally just finished like 3 texts like before we got on here. So I'm doing a few things, but I'm trying to prepare myself for the future because, things are happening and moving at a rapid pace. So I just want to make sure that I'm just on it. You know, when it comes to everything, just educationally, financially, spiritually. So I got a few things working.
So Shonnie, before you came on, I was listening to one of J Brown's interviews, and I told him, I said, I wanted to tell you that you have an extensive vocabulary.
Right, I love it. But you know what?
Was that the matriculation of Gremlin State University?
What? Come on now.
You know what? You know, we got a lot of scholars at Gremlin. They can't. Gremlin. People underestimate Gremlin. Some majorly smart people.
What's his name? He taught us public speaking. Is it Mr.
The Q?
Don't say Mr. Goins. I had a crush on him.
My public speaker he was an Omega. I forgot his name. Light skin.
Is it Mr. Wilson?
Possibly.
I think Mr. Wilson, because Mr. Wilson would always correct us if we say,
Then that's him.
Yeah, that's Mr. Wilson. Yes.
That's him.
Oh my God. I said, oh my God, Mr. Wilson, you killing me up here. You're
Thomasina. What was her name? Thomasina.
Yeah, Miss Jefferson.
Yes, Miss Thomasina. Yes. She's actually my cousin.
Wow. Crazy.
So is Miss Cowens.
Janice Cowens?
Yes.
You know, Shonnie gonna know everybody. Shonnie gonna know every name.
JC, that's my girl.
Miss Cowens is my cousin.
That is crazy. Wow. Oh my God.
Because we could sit here and talk all day. So another question, because it is a small world, and I'm just so excited. And one of the things I do like about having this opportunity is that I can sit here and just be like, y'all, I need y'all to listen to these people. Not only I need y'all to check them out, because so I'm proud of that. I love seeing the prosperity of people from Grambling and how they, move and shake throughout this world. So it's always very impressive to me to see how people just develop and grow. So shouts out to Grand fams all over the world. So let's get to your projects. Okay, so Shonnie, everything. Let's talk about that.
Oh, everything. I was in love at this point, and so I wrote a little love song, a little razzle dazzle, and I ended up shooting a commercial for Coca-Cola in Canada for everything, and everything it took off, and I was nervous about it, and I was telling J Brown. I had a song also called Cotton Candy with Warren G and Mac Sean, my cousin Mac Sean 100, and I released that one first. So coming back and releasing like a love song before Cotton Candy, so I was really nervous about that one. But everything is doing good. I'm actually working on some new music. As you know, I have a 9-piece band. It's more like a Earth, Wind, and Fire. So we've been traveling quite a bit. Yeah,
and I love your snippets that you post. This was my weekend. I love looking at those.
Thank you. Yeah, we just finished doing the mayor's. Every year they put on the 4th. It's called Freedom Over Texas. It's over 50,000 people in Houston for the mayor and for the city. And they had us on the Dr. Pepper stage this year. So that was really big, and I was super excited. I got a chance to perform everything there. Everyone is always receptive of everything, and it was a great time. Everyone in my band, they have to dance and play, and I do have some Grand family in my band, so everybody's on stage dancing, moving the whole time. And I'm the only female, so they have to come with it.
Okay. And she's fire too. So y'all better be on the lookout.
Check her out.
Fire.
I appreciate that.
And so, Mr. Brown, I took the liberty of checking out and downloading your latest project. And so, let me tell you what my favorites were.
Favorites plural.
Favorites, plural.
I like that.
I love, and I do love your feel. It's like, it is conscious, especially in a time when everything is not as conscious, you know. And I did a post probably a couple of weeks ago. When are we going to stop being referred to as bees and hoes?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So the ones that I really like, Vibe, of course, been in my podcast.
That made the top 10 on the Billboard charts. That song.
Yes, I love that one. Also, My Queen. I had to go back and listen to that one a couple of times.
I love that one. That's one of my favorites.
And then Just Can't Love You.
Oh,
that's my favorite.
Right,
that's my favorite on the album.
That's the joint right there.
Because that one I'm actually singing. So that's my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the motivation behind this project?
I thought you were gonna say that particular song. I'm about to say, well, that's a different story. No, my motivation. I didn't want to go there. That would have been tough. But in terms of the overall project, it's just to bring back R&B, like, you know, where it all started for me. You know, I grew up on love songs. Nothing that's like exploiting women, just something that just is not only for like women, but men as well, you know. So my hope is for people to listen to what I sing about and what I write about and incorporate it into their relationship. So it was just bringing people back to the forefront, back to the forefront in terms of kind of like reintroducing people to what really matters at the end of the day, which is love. So that was my hopes in terms of what people would potentially take away from the song or the album. Okay. So yeah,
that's and you said something important. Do you think R&B is dead?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think it has been
tarnished.
I mean, I think we're recovering.
Okay.
R&B was wounded. We were wounded for a while, and now we're kind of like we're dusting our shoulders off. We're putting our the band-aids are no longer on us. You know, we're making it happen. So I think it's coming back. We have a reasonable amount of people out here doing it. So there's that I hate using the ums up in there. But it's coming back. So to answer your question, I think that we're on the right path at this point.
Okay. So inspiration. Who is it if you could put together your band? They could be dead or they could be living. Who would you have in that band? He had to drink on it.
Oh, well, I didn't know. Well, my band would consist of Teddy Pendergrass, Gerald Levert. Sorry, so my idol was Tank.
Okay, I love him. I got to rub on his stomach.
Yeah, shout out to Tank. We got a new record out right now. We got a new song out. Don't rush. So but it's not because of that. Tank has always been my idol, but there's only 3 or 4 people: Tank, Teddy Pendergrass, Joe Levert, and Babyface. So that would be my band.
Yeah. Okay, yes. So y'all gonna have panties and everything on the stage.
Everything.
Right. Because and we all can play instruments too, so it's like a good thing. So yeah.
Okay, and what other instruments do you play?
I play guitar, I play the piano, but like really well, piano.
Okay.
Okay. So people who know me, they know like, oh yeah, he grew up playing in the church. So
yeah. Absolutely.
All right, Shonnie, come on, tell us who your band gonna be. Who's gonna be in your band?
My band is gonna consist of Prince.
Okay.
Bruno Mars of today. Whitney Houston, because I call her. She's the god of voice for me. I would even put
honorary Gremlin night.
That part. Yes,
I was there. I was when she came to Gremlin that year. I worked in student judicial affairs with Dr. Green.
Wow.
And so I was Sissy's, you know how you have to escort them. So her mom, I was her escort when she received her award. So honorary Gremlin night. So I just thought I would think, okay, go ahead. Go ahead, babe.
I saw that for sure. I would say Missy Elliott. Did I say Missy Elliott?
Okay, that's gonna be a funky band.
That's a dope one.
Missy Elliott would have to be in there for me. Of course, Sheila E. Because everyone,
I was waiting for that.
They compare me to Sheila E. all the time. And my last person would have to be Carlos Santana. And Gloria Estefan, because I have to put that Latin feel in there as well.
Okay.
So that would be my band.
You got some
so have you ever met any? So I
Yeah.
know Whitney is no longer here, but have you met Sheila E? Have you met? Okay,
yes,
so what was that experience like?
Oh my God, I met Sheila E. in LA. My best friend and I went to LA and I bought some tickets. I was late getting to her concert. And it was on a Friday. My flight was delayed. So she had another concert that Saturday. I didn't have tickets for it. But my best friend was like, just come on, Shonnie, let's just go and just see what happens at the door. Get to the door, big old security guard. He's like, name. I was like, oh, he's okay. I told him my name. And he did, called on his little thing. And next thing I know, this lady comes downstairs. She's like, oh, hey, Shonnie, how you doing? I'm looking at her like, I'm great, And she was like, I have the best seat in the house for you. So literally, we had the best seat in the house. And the whole night, the spotlight was on me and it was on Sheila E. So when she has a segment of her show where she comes around and then she signs autographs for people and she, takes pictures and everything. After that, we're both endorsed by the same cymbal company. So I saw the CEO of the cymbal company, David, and I said, hey, David. And we were talking, her bass player comes out and he was like, what do you do? And I told him I'm a singer and I'm a percussionist as well. So he's like, you want to go back here and meet Sheila E? Mind you, we talk on social media all the time before this. Get back there. She grabs me, hugs me. She was like, oh my God, I've been watching you. And I'm looking at her like, are you serious? So we get to talking about everything. I get back in the car. I started crying. I said, oh my God, I was going to cry in the car. I ain't want her to see me cry, but it was amazing. And the whole night, it was like she was looking at me and, it was like her energy. It was, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like, we were like trading. Her energy was coming towards me and my energy was going towards her. And it was just like amazing. Like, it was like as if she was passing me the torch. Because on Twitter and stuff, when we talk, she's just like, continue to do what you do. Make sure you take your heels off after you finish performing. And to this day, I take my heels off because that paralyzed that people don't know that she was paralyzed for a second without taking them heels off. And that it's hard performing like that. Because every time you strike on the drum, it's going down your spine, Right. So it was beautiful.
Valuable information. So, Mr. Brown, who is it that you idolized that you were like, I have an opportunity to meet this person, or I want to meet them?
Tank.
Okay. So what kind of information or nuggets does Tank give you?
Stay true to
yourself. By the way, Tank, I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you, Tank.
Oh man. Just stay true to yourself and just continue, doing what you love to do, which is music. That's it. Tank is just a straight up guy. Like, I love that dude. Like he's not just a guy that I've done a song with. I've known Tank for like 15 years now. So it just so happened, fast forward 2021, we both on tour with Anthony Hamilton and Alex Isley. And we just made it happen in terms of our new song, Don't Rush, which is now the number 10 song in the country.
See him marking and guru. You see him throwing that in there. All right, I ain't even mad at you because this is, hey, y'all can pub whatever you want to pub. I don't care. I'm right behind you.
I'm trying to take full advantage. I'm taking full advantage of everything. So people, y'all make sure y'all download that, please. And but yeah, Tank, my previous record label, they knew I was a fan. And one day they paired me with him, not telling me that they were doing that. But one day they had me go to the studio. I flew in from Detroit. This was 14 years ago. And I was waiting at the studio. And I heard this dude singing. And he was coming up the stairs, like, just singing. I'm like, oh, that voice sounds familiar. But I'd never met Tank before. And so my label, they didn't tell me who I was working with that day. They just said, we're going to put you with somebody. I'm sure it's going to be a great session. Come to find out it was Tank. And ever since then, we just clicked. So, yeah.
I love it.
Oh, thank you. The number God.
Let's talk about what you guys got coming up. Because I know y'all got a bunch of stuff coming. It's the summer. The pandemic is letting up some. Tour dates, everything.
Tour dates.
I'll let you go, Shonnie. Shonnie, you can go ahead. I'll go after you.
I was going to say earlier that I do have this pre-roll coming out, THC and CBD cotton candy with Warren G and myself and Max Sean 100. So we've been working on that for a while. Also, I'm working on my project as well with my band, and I've been taking my time on it, working on this project. Of course, you know the tour dates coming up. Yacht parties. I did one not too long ago with Flavor Flav. That was really cool.
I went to school with him.
Oh yeah, yeah, he is a character.
Freeport High, what up?
That man there, how he acted on Flavor of Love, and
it's exactly who he is.
It's exactly who he is. Wow. And I was just like, I was blown away. Like, he was so sweet though, and fun. So I had a great time with him, and I'm actually working on something with a company called GOPX. And I've been with them for a while. It's kind of like, it's blockchain and NFTs and a lot of different things. And, you know, your girl now is a multi-millionaire with them. So I'm excited about what's to come. And Battle of the Bands. Thank you. Some Battle of the Bands. Thank you. Oh, and some reality stuff coming up too, like reality TV with this Battle of the Bands. And it's going to be amazing.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, sisters.
Thank you. I appreciate that, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with
it. Yeah, shoot. We know. Look, you got something big coming up. Go ahead and tell her. I'm waiting.
Oh, no, you know, I don't know. I got a few things coming up.
It's so modest.
No, you know, it's all about the process. I'm just all about grinding. And fortunately enough for me, God he's been holding my hand through this journey. So I'll be on the road with Erykah Badu, Anthony Hamilton, Method Man.
Grand fam.
Right, exactly. We're everywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're all here right now. But
right.
Erykah Badu, and then let me see what else I have going on. I will be on tour with Tank. I don't know when those dates are going out, but I guess he's still kind of figuring that out. So that should be happening this year. We'll see, because he's on his last album. So we'll see. I have a lot of shows. I have a concert coming up in New York, SOBs. I'm doing something in New Orleans.
I'm definitely coming to that one.
Yeah, I believe I'm going back on the road with Nelly. I've been on the road with Nelly quite a bit. So just, I mean, I have a lot of stuff coming up, but if you guys want to just stay updated on everything, you can go to my Instagram, which is at J Brown Music Only, and I'll have everything on there. So if you guys want to follow me, support, I'll do the same. I follow back. So it's all about showing love. So support me. I will support y'all. Let's support Black people.
Absolutely, bro.
We not excluding white folks. We gonna keep the white folks in there. But
I
got to talk about my Black folks. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Come on, white folks. You get it. We love everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I love everybody. And Missy, I was telling J Brown that you know, I was so proud of him to see him, you know, being at Gremlin. It's like Diddy at where did he go? Was it Howard?
He went to Howard, and you know they take care of Howard. They take care of Howard.
Yeah, they do.
And I think about the story that Taraji was telling, like she was watching Diddy, and I was like, man, that's me and Jay Brown. I watched Jay Brown grow into, you know, he was already cold. And when he did that talent show and stuff with singing Tank and all that, it was just amazing to see, and to see him doing what he's doing now. Like it's super, super dope. It's amazing.
So I was going to ask a completely different question, but since you said that, what about you guys? Are you guys collaborating on anything?
Look, I told him we should. Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it is to do it. So, I actually was gonna bring that up to Shonnie. I just been so overwhelmed with stuff, but
well,
that's
see
a
here,
great.
I'm the conduit. I'm the conduit.
Right, exactly. No, that has to happen. I've always wanted to do something like, well, I'll talk about that off, but Shonnie would be perfect. She would be perfect for what I have in mind. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So with
JB,
all this going
all you
on,
gotta do is call me.
Come on.
With all this going on, the other question
ideas are already flowing.
I'm thinking about this because relationships, where you guys in relationships, how does your status affect your relationships? And I'm talking about love.
Oh, I was gonna say, that was a broad question. Right,
I'm not talking about, hey friend, what's up? I'm talking about love. How does your status right now in all of the stuff you got going on, well, let me ask this, how do you manage your relationship?
Shonnie, I'll let you go. I prefer for her to go first,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that, you make time for what and who you want to, but when it comes to a relationship, for me, mine is great. It's all about communication and trust. And, it's a lot of traveling going on and we both are tired, but it's worth it in the end because we know what the end goal is. And I think it's great. Just the communication is key though. Mm-hmm. Communication is key.
It is.
Always. Even if it hurts, it's key. So,
hey, that's how it is.
For real. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
so
in terms. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Oh no, I'm good, Jay. I was done.
Well, I guess my question. I mean, not question. Sorry. My response to that question. My response. I think my edible is starting to kick in. Don't judge it. No, see that goes against the whole, stereotype that people claim it ruins your brain cells /
It does not.
No.
It
does not. No. But for me personally, I'm single, so I don't have to worry about any of that. So not to say your words, Shonnie. No. Right. I'm single, and I think for me, in terms of relationships or a relationship, rather, like I have to be with someone who's comfortable with them, like whatever it is that they have going on, they have to be comfortable with that. Because I've discovered that some women that I've dated in the past, they focus so much on what I have going on, it ruins it for us to potentially be something great. Right. So, I need a woman who can maturely handle the fact that I'm a singer. My focus in terms of relationships has to be, me finding someone who really gets it and who's understanding. But like I said, as of right now, I'm single, so I ain't gotta worry about none of that. but when that time comes, I definitely hope that it comes soon. I'll be ready for it. I'll be ready for it. As long as yeah.
Okay. And this is a question I gotta ask everybody. What's your top 5 in your playlist?
My top 5 is Silk Sonic, for sure. Jasmine Sullivan. I'm always listening to old school, so I have a 90s mix going on in my old school playlist. Of course, Bruno Mars by itself, and Anita Baker.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong.
Nah. Oh, Sade too. I'll just put that one out there too. Sade.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong there. Wow, that's actually a good. Yeah, that's a good 5. Was that 5, 6?
She did more. She did 6.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a nice 6 right there. Like serious.
Oh yeah.
For me, I would say Tank, Kimberell.
Okay.
Maverick Music. I like them a lot. Like y'all look them up, dope.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, they're dope. Let's see, who else is there? I like Summer Walker. Like her a lot.
Summer. Yeah.
A lot of old school, like Jagged Edge, Jodeci. I like to fuse the new and the old school together, but I would say I pretty much listen to old school more so than anything.
Yeah,
so it'll probably be like
too.
Jagged Edge, Drew Hill, Babyface, Tank. And Tank, I ain't calling you old school, but you get it, brother. You know we talking about this. Tank is a young man, and that's the truth.
Right,
that's a bad boy right there.
He
is.
The truth. I tell people all the time, like, if you can name a better male singer than Tank, please let me know. There's no
Mario said that he was he could out sing Tank anytime. That's what he said now.
And Tank would laugh that off. But
he did. I was laughing too.
Mario is dope. I'm not taking nothing from Mario. Mario is dope.
Yeah, he's an amazing singer.
He's an amazing talent. So I ain't taking nothing from him. But for me personally, yeah, Tank is.
Tank is untouchable. He's on a whole different
anomaly,
spectrum.
Man.
Especially with, I guess you would call him a triple threat, right? Does Tank dance?
Oh, he is.
He
acts. He's an actor. He can play instruments. He produces. Man, this guy's phenomenal. I'm telling you. I knew it from the beginning. When I was in 7th grade, Tank is the truth. And I listen.
Yeah.
Vocally, everything. And he's a comedian. So yeah.
He's funny. He's funny.
I remember going to go see him. I'm a huge Fantasia fan. And he was on tour with Fantasia and Robin Thicke. And oh my God.
I was supposed to be on that tour.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, and they put Bonfire on there. I passed up because the money wasn't right. So I'm gonna keep it 100. They didn't have that bread all together. So I was like, I'm cool. Y'all can put Bonfire on there.
Yeah, I had my mom with me. She went crazy over Tank. He took off the shirt and Robin Thicke, and I'm just looking at her like to the side. I'm like, really, Mom? I'm talking about like about to pass out, like a scene from 5 Heartbeats or something.
Tank will expose all the women.
Everything.
I told you I was feeling on his belly when I took a picture with him. I was like, look at your stomach.
Yeah, I was mad.
He just laughed at me. I was like.
Yeah, I was mad at both of him and Robin Thicke. I said, y'all got my mom over here tripping. Oh, no, it's time for her to go home, okay?
So let me ask this question. Craziest fan experience?
Oh, wow.
Mine, a woman man, I still have the video. Everybody keep telling me, man, post this up. I'm like, I can't. No, actually, I did post it up, but I took it down because I felt bad. Because I don't want to give people that's like the impression that I'm like, that kind of guy, This woman was married. This woman was married or engaged, and she took off her ring while I was on stage, and she was proposing to me. And the guy who was with her, who I'm assuming was her husband or boyfriend, he left me to the restroom, and she was like, "Marry me, I love you." And I'm like, "What?" And so my DJ was like, "Dude, did she just propose to you?" That was the craziest fan experience ever. So, yeah.
All right, Shonnie, keep it real.
I think she's intoxicated.
Shonnie, I know your DMs are full. Come on,
oh
honey.
My God, I have quite a few. I've had men and women come on stage and want to touch on me, and I remember this man grabbing me before. And my cousins, from Jonesboro, they all a little cray. So they pulled them to the back.
Yeah, put them hands on you.
Sure did. And then
them country boys.
When I was on Season of Tiger about Gremlin on BET, I was getting like mail from prison is like inmates. Like they actually had my address, where I lived, and I lived in the back, like in my island back there. So like I had a lot of them. I had a person following me at Gremlin before. Where it was crazy. I had to leave school, JB. I left school for like a semester. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So let's talk about just mental health.
Mental health.
And the reason I say that is because it's a lot. It's a lot for
sure.
And there are some people who they can't handle the what's in front of them. If their song bombs, then,
Ooh.
they're looking for other vices.
Right.
So mental health in all of this.
Very important. That's why I like with my pastors, I have quite a few. But my main pastor, Pastor Price, he's over in Monroe, Louisiana. And oh yeah, and he's 100. I always been 100 since I was a kid. I talked to Pastor Price when the pandemic first happened. Like, like most of for us, for our artistry and musicians, I don't know about everybody else, but I fell into like a deep little depression. Like, I'm used to performing in front of people, getting that energy and trying to do all this social media deal, and you don't hear that scream and hollering, you can't get that.
Right.
So that was a bit much for me. And but it's important for you to, have your circle, your family around that's praying for you, and your real friends that's praying for you in and out, that know everything that you're going through. And I have a best friend, and he can smell it or something. He can feel it, and it's important to have those people in your life that's gonna pour into you and pray for you. So, and you have to pray for yourself.
Amen.
Sure.
Amen.
Speak over yourself.
And my sister told me that your mom can really sing.
Oh, my mom is like a Aretha Franklin, Jennifer Hudson, and that I would put my
that
mom
is
in
what
that.
because I was like, do you
Wow.
remember her mom? I said her mom is one, and she said her mom can sing. That's what I remember about her mom.
My mama is a singer. I think I'm a singer, entertainer, but my mama is a singer. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
And not shunning you. Your mama can sing too.
Oh, mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She used to be signed to Smokey Robinson. Both her and my aunts. Yep. They were like,
that's awesome.
A week away from signing to Motown Records, but then my mom, she kind of hid it for a while, but she was pregnant with my older brother, so that kind of like dissolved like the entire situation in a negative sense, obviously. But it was a blessing because my brother was born. But yeah, she's a singer straight from the church. She kind of sounds like, I'm not gonna say, well, she's a gospel singer, so she kind of reminds me of like Karen Clark in the sense.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. She's like that. She's like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna start wrapping this up. So I got two things I need y'all to do. I need you to look in that camera, and I need you to tell people why they need to follow you, and tell them whatever you want to tell them. But you need to tell them why they need to follow you, get your music, and support you. So we're gonna start with you, Shonnie.
Okay, well, check this out. I'm your girl, Shonnie Murrell, first of all. And you should follow me because I'm real, number one. Number two, I'm definitely going to follow back. Number three, you're going to be entertained on my page. You'll see me dancing. I can't dance. People laugh at me, but I get my boogie on. You heard me? So, yeah, it's just, I'm the chick next door. That's why you should follow me. And as far as my music, it's good music. It's not what you hear on the radio too much. It's not too much of that going on. You'll see me perform some of my performances live with my band and everything. Funk Potion number 9. Big shout out to you guys. And yeah, you should just see me having fun, turning up.
All right, but tell them your social media handle.
My social media handle is Shonnie, SHONNIE, Murrell, MURRELL on every single platform.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Come on, Mr. Brown. Let's do this.
Well, no, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. You should follow me because I'm a cool guy. I sing about great songs, not great experiences, relatable experiences. That's basically what I sing about. My music is always positive. Bring back that old school / new type feel, R&B music. I'm a good guy. I'm transparent. I'm a father. And when I say transparent, I'm referring to like in terms of my message, what I sing about. And I'm pure when it comes to my intentions in terms of putting out music that actually not only makes sense, but that's positive. So I think that for people who are like true R&B lovers, they'll see exactly where I'm coming from based on that statement. But my music is just something that not only kids can listen to, but Grown-ups can listen to as well, except for Don't Rush. No kids, don't listen to that. That's for like the grown and sexy. That's grown and sexy. But everything else the kids listen to. But no, you know, and like I said, and not to be redundant, but I'm real in terms of my intentions, and I'm putting out a positive message, and I'm trying to bring R&B back. So y'all make sure y'all follow me, support me. You know, I'm a cool guy. I follow back, and let's just keep this R&B thing going. My Instagram is at J Brown Music Only, as well as my TikTok. My YouTube is J Brown Music, and my Vivo is J Brown Music as well. So just support me, and let's keep this thing going. And I appreciate you for having me on this platform. I want to say that.
Yes.
Thank you
so much, Missy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for locking in and hanging out with us right here on the Urban Influencer. Big ups to Shonnie Murrell, Madam Percussionist, and Mr. J Brown with your velvet voice. Thank you so much for all that you do. And of course, Gram Fams, thank you as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. It's your girl, Missy E, the Party Doll. Please make sure you follow the Urban Influencer on all of its social media platforms. Follow your girl, Missy E, the Party Doll, Missy E Johnson on Facebook, Missy Party Doll on Instagram, and Missy E Party Doll on Twitter. It has been a blessing. Have an amazing day. Mwah. Deuces.
Peace and love.
Y'all have a great one.
You
all
too.
Right, I'm going to stop.
Ayo, E, drop the beat like whoop. Say he likes my cotton candy. How I melt in your mouth when you get a taste. Say he likes my cotton candy. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Ooh, it's soaking wet. I know you wanna taste of my drip, drip, drip. Ooh, you can't have my sex, but you can have this on your lips. Ow, no time for talking. I'm all about the fatty and I keep it bossy. Oh boy, I know you want it. Don't stop, put your tongue on this cotton candy. Oh no, nigga, don't be scared. I have you feeling like a dope fiend, and that's my word. Yes, sir. I'm trying to warn you first before you get a taste of this cotton candy. Say he likes my cotton candy. How I melt in your mouth when you get a taste. Say he likes my cotton candy. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face.
I got an appetite for something sweet. I'd rather have cotton candy every day of the week. A brown skin, thick mama, make it all complete. Just wait till you get a real dose of me. On the satin silk sheets, we gon' turn up the heat. I'm all on you and you're all on me.
Ooh, we, baby, I'm a player though. I'm from the east side, where we G-ride. You wanna put it on my face, put it on this dick. And if I'm laced off that bomb, I might take a sniff. Is it cotton candy, or is it now or later? Cause if it's looking good, I'm a regulator.
Say he likes my cotton candy. How I melt in your mouth when you get a taste. Say he likes my cotton candy. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Ooh, you working that tongue coming like you just can't get enough. You better slow down, it's about to splash. Sunburst juices on your chin and stuff. I know you like my candy flavor, don't stop. Strawberry, cherry, yeah, that's the spot. I can get it juicy for you, yeah, that's what's up. Don't talk with your mouth full, finish up. Say he likes my cotton candy. How I melt in your mouth when you get a taste. Say he likes my cotton candy. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. Lick your lips, don't get addicted. So sugary, sweet, leave a stain on your face. Cotton candy. Cotton candy. Cotton candy. How I melt in your mouth when you get a taste. Cotton candy. Cotton candy. be sweet, leave a stain on your face.
One touching and one with your body. I'm yours, you can place me where you want me, yeah. Focus on me while I turn it out. Won't you back up on it, talk and make me proud. We ain't here to fuck around. Ain't no way we're slowing down. I can feel it, take us on a ride. You think it's wet, I can get it wetter. Don't rush. Legs up. Don't rush. I'ma wait for it. I'ma wait for it.
You say that you like it, but the pleasure's on mine. You say when you ride it, it'll be the ride of my life. I got time to work on you. On my grind, like I work for you. Yeah, yeah. I can bet if you wanna taste, don't you, babe? If you play it safe, there's a chance to walk away. I'ma leave you captivated and live without it, no you can't. I know how to do you right, yeah.
Don't rush. Legs up. Don't rush. I'ma wait for it. I'ma wait for it.
Ooh, yeah. Tell me when you're in the mood, girl, I'll wait. Can't wait to get my hands on you, girl, I'll wait, yeah.
Heard that you're coming soon, girl, I'll wait. And if you ain't ready for round two, girl, I'll wait. Don't rush, don't you rush me. Legs up, oh, keep them right there. Don't rush, say we gotta wait for it. Ooh, wait for it. Don't rush,
take your time with me, yeah.
Legs up,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't rush,
swear I got time.
I'ma wait for it. I'ma wait for it.
Wait for it.
I've been here, I've been here. Oh, what you looking for? It's right here. That chicken with the bars, right here. Oh, so cold with the tongue, right here. I've been here, I've been here. Oh, what you looking for? It's right here. That chicken with the bars, right here. So cold with the tongue, right here. Oh, you want that hot sauce? Oh, you think I'm lost? Cause I don't give in, I can't floss. Cause I don't sin, I ain't boss. This queen been here, moving silent here. Reposition my crown, show I'm still here. When fans fell off, my day ones took off. They tried to block moves, acting like the voice of Stu. When this one drop, you'll see how grown do. Never mad at y'all, I just pray for y'all. I step and move on, and keep my light on. My MO has never been about quitting. No matter what's on the menu, I'm still eating. I've been here, I've been here. Oh, what you looking for? It's right here. That chicken with the bars, right here. So cold with the tongue, right here. I've been here, I've been here. Oh, what you looking for? It's right here. That chicken sauce. Now you see I pay the cost. Never change, add a gang to the world of lost. Wear the skirt, then I skirt, round and round on this earth. This queen been here, bob and weave, no fear. Waiting for the king, stayed working. Got talked about, they whispered, no doubt. I hear everything, visualize all the wins. Never mad at y'all, I just pray for y'all. I step and move on, keep my lights on. My MO has never been about quitting. No matter what's on the menu, I'm still eating. I've been here, I've been here, I've been here, I've been here. Voice stay working, I've been here. Never left the post, I've been here. You'll never see me choke, I've been here. I've been here. I've been here. God is my witness. I've been here. Stayed on my knees, praying for release. I've been here.
There's something about the way you looked at me. I can't help what I see. There's something about the way you lick your lips. You look so good to me. And please don't take any of this the wrong way. I will keep my boundary, yeah. Everything about you I admire. I think that we can make this work. There ain't nothing better than seeing you smile. Baby, I would never make you cry. We look good together, and I can see it in your eyes. Stay with me forever, or at least for the night. There's something about the way you switch your hips. Makes me wanna take a grip. There's something about that beauty in your eyes. Girl, I'm so mesmerized, yeah. And if you want me to, I'll do my whole thing. Girl, I get about your way, yeah. You cannot deny, I know you feel me. I know we can make this work. There ain't nothing better than seeing you smile. Baby, I would I'll never make you cry, baby. We look good together, and I can see it in your eyes. Stay with me forever, or at least for the night. There ain't nothing better. Baby, I would never. We look good together. Stay with me forever, or at least for the night.